For decades, Ron Howard was the picture of perfection. The all-American boy from Mayberry who seamlessly transitioned into Hollywood royalty. But behind that warm smile and seemingly effortless charm, there is a life shaped by relentless ambition, difficult choices, and personal sacrifices few ever saw. In this story, we'll explore the triumphs and struggles, the golden moments, and the quiet regrets of a man whose name has become synonymous with storytelling excellence. Ronald William Howard was born on March 1, 1954, in Duncan, Oklahoma. From the very beginning, life for Ron seemed intertwined with the world of performance. His father, Rance Howard, had adopted his stage name years earlier and balanced military service with acting, while his mother, Jean Spiegel, trained as an actress. Their marriage in 1949 set the stage for a household steeped in the arts, but disciplined and deliberate in its approach. By the time Ron opened his eyes, he was already destined for the screen. At just 18 months old, he made his film debut in a Western titled Frontier Woman. While other toddlers were mastering their first words, Ron was learning camera marks, stage directions, and the rhythm of storytelling. It wasn't simply a childhood on set, it was an education in a world where the line between play and profession was almost invisible. The family's move to California marked a pivotal turning point. Rance wasn't chasing Hollywood glamour, he was betting everything on proximity. Living near studios meant Ron could immerse himself in television, meeting writers, producers, and actors even before he entered elementary school. His older brother Clint would follow the same path, quietly building a career alongside him. Then on October 3, 1960, America met Opie Taylor. On The Andy Griffith Show, 6-year-old Ron Howard brought to life a character that would become iconic. But the magic of Opie didn't emerge in a vacuum. Rance Howard stayed close, not only guiding his son, but also ensuring the father-son dynamic on screen felt authentic. During early rehearsals, Rance challenged the writers, insisting the scripted interactions lacked real emotion. Andy Griffith listened. That handshake between Rance and Griffith wasn't just a professional gesture. It shaped the heart of the show, and in many ways the trajectory of Ron's life. For 8 seasons, Ron grew up in a world both protected and demanding. The set wasn't just a workplace, it was a classroom, a playground, and a home away from home. He had tutors, yes, but no ordinary classmates. Lunches were shared with his father or the crew. Behind the scenes, Ron honed an exceptional ability to listen, respond, and embody truth rather than performance, a skill his father meticulously instilled. Some moments stand out as both a testament to his natural talent and the pressures he faced. In 1963, Season 4 of The Andy Griffith Show, 9-year-old Ron filmed the now-famous Opie, the Birdman episode. In a scene that demanded deep sadness, Ron didn't rely on exaggerated gestures or cues. He allowed real emotion to flow, using substitution techniques to access genuine feeling. Director Bob Sweeney needed hardly any retakes, and Andy Griffith recognized it as adult-level timing. Yet beneath the applause, Ron felt the isolation of a golden cage, safe and successful, but missing the ordinary joys of childhood. By 1962, the Music Man introduced new challenges. Ron was 8 years old, tone-deaf, and clumsy on his feet. Yet he pushed through, memorizing lines for not only himself, but Shirley Jones as well, rehearsing miniature scenes at home, directing dolls through the motions of the film. While it appeared playful, it was early evidence of his instinct for directing, an obsession with control, and his relentless pursuit of excellence. The mid-1960s brought experimentation. Ron joined the Monroes, a short-lived Western series shot in the rugged Wyoming Rockies. The rejection when the series was canceled left an impression on young Ron. Yet these setbacks never deterred him. They sharpened his understanding of the industry and prepared him for the bigger stages to come. By 1974, Ron faced a new crossroads. He was 19, auditioning for Happy Days. The chemistry with Henry Winkler was instant. He didn't act like a child or a star. He acted like someone real. He landed the role of Richie Cunningham, a part that would carry him through his teen years and give him the financial freedom to step behind the camera. But while Happy Days provided stability, it also illustrated the creative frustrations of television. Ron wanted to address the real world, issues like the Vietnam War, but network executives refused. This tension planted the seeds for his transition from actor to filmmaker, instilling a need to tell stories with full control and authenticity. Directing opportunities soon followed. At just 23, Ron helmed episodes of Happy Days, crafting sequences with precision and emotional depth that impressed both cast and crew. His early experiments with directing led directly to his first feature, Grand Theft Auto 1977, which he co-wrote with his father. With a modest budget of $602,000, the film grossed $15 million, a staggering return that proved his instincts were not only creative but also commercially viable. Meanwhile, Ron's personal life was quietly flourishing. He married his high school sweetheart, Cheryl Alley, in 1975. Their bond, rooted in familiarity and mutual respect, became a stabilizing force throughout his career. Cheryl's unwavering support allowed Ron to pursue his ambitions while maintaining a connection to family life, a balance he would continue to struggle to perfect. The late 1970s and 1980s solidified Ron's reputation as a visionary director. Night Shift 1982 showcased his ability to navigate dark comedy, blending risk with mainstream appeal. Splash 1984 not only launched Tom Hanks into stardom but proved Ron could craft a blockbuster while retaining heart and humor. He co-founded Imagine Entertainment in 1985 with Brian Grazer, a partnership that would produce decades of influential work. His dedication to authenticity reached extraordinary levels with Apollo 13, 1995. Every detail mattered, from actual NASA mission control panels to 612 zero-gravity scenes aboard the Vomit Comet. The production was grueling. Ron worked 18-hour days for 90 consecutive days, ultimately collapsing from exhaustion. Yet the film's critical and commercial success affirmed his philosophy. Stories should immerse the audience fully, even at immense personal cost. Even triumphs were tempered by challenges. EDTV 1999 underperformed. The Da Vinci Code 2006 required navigating complex religious sensitivities, and later projects like Hillbilly Elegy and Eden faced mixed critical reception. Each setback, however, was met with reflection, adaptation, and a continued commitment to storytelling. He had learned early that commercial success did not replace artistic integrity or personal growth. Family remained a central pillar. Ron and Cheryl raised 4 children, navigating the tension between demanding schedules and meaningful presence. His brother Clint struggled with addiction, a painful reminder of the personal costs of Hollywood life. Ron's guidance helped Clint seek recovery, but the experience left a lasting sense of responsibility and guilt. And though he often missed milestones due to filming abroad, Ron consistently sought to honor his promises and repair any fractures caused by absence. In the 2000s and beyond, Ron continued to push boundaries. A Beautiful Mind, 2001, exemplified his mastery of narrative and empathy, portraying John Nash's brilliance and struggles with meticulous care. The film earned him an Academy Award for Best Director and 4 Oscars overall, yet beneath the accolades, Ron reflected on the hidden costs, the sacrifices, the missed family moments, the emotional labor. Later, projects like Solo, A Star Wars Story, and Eden reminded him that even the most seasoned director could face setbacks, but resilience and support from family and collaborators kept him moving forward. By 2025, Ron Howard had spent 50 years navigating Hollywood's highs and lows. Imagine Entertainment had produced over 50 films, garnering 47 Oscar nominations and 289 Emmy nods. His net worth exceeded $200 million, yet he remained grounded, attributing his success to lessons learned from his father, humility, patience, and a relentless focus on truth in storytelling. He mentored young directors, continued to innovate, and reflected on the quiet moments: the bench at Burroughs High School, the empty chairs at family dinners, the child actors who became family, that defined both his career and his life. Ron Howard's story is one of balance between art and commerce, family and ambition, vulnerability and mastery. It is the story of a boy who grew up under bright lights, learned from mistakes, celebrated victories, endured losses, and ultimately emerged as one of Hollywood's most respected and human storytellers. Behind the smile, the fame, and the awards is a man who understands the cost of creativity and the joy that comes from staying true to both his craft and those he loves. If this kind of story touches your heart, if you're someone who cares about truth, responsibility, and speaking up for the voiceless, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who should hear it. Let's get started.